way you see it now.
You're right back on the horse, though, and performing again and giving people a lot of pleasure out here.
Oh, it's what I do. It's my thing.
Now let's get back over to Marty, who's got a look at some other pilot's thing.
Another one of the new classes to race here at the Phoenix 500 for the first time are the helicopters. There's going to be 4 of them, and they're all made by McDonnell Douglas, but they're 4 different models, all the way from the 500C, D, and E model to the brand new NOTAR. NOTAR stands for No Tail Rotor. And now we're ready to give new definition, new meaning to the word standing start. There they are on the line, and they dive forward, dropping down to pick up speed. And who will pick up that inside line that is so coveted on these race courses? And this is going to be interesting. First time we've ever seen helicopters racing side by side.
Strategy is something they've been working out along the way during the week, Marty. They're all pretty equal in terms of what the machine can do. So, as you say, what can the pilot do? That really comes into play probably more than in any other class.
Scott Urschel at the helm of the NOTAR, and he takes the early lead. Urschel in front of Mike Dillon. Dillon in the 500E in second place. Then the 500C of Neil Jones is third. And on the outside, Tom Hauptmann got the worst start of the bunch in Bad Attitude, which is a 500D.
This race apparently came about, the idea for it, Marty, as a grudge match between Mike Dillon and Scott Urschel. They said, all right, let's see who's the faster helicopter pilot. They got a few more guys to come in, and here we are.
And right now, Dillon is trailing that man, Scott Urschel. Urschel in the NOTAR. We've seen this in air show displays, that NOTAR can actually do a complete roll, and it's quite impressive to watch it maneuver. Right now, it's maneuvering out front. Now, on the inside, that is Neil Jones in the blue and white Hughes 500C, and he looks like he is closing down on the NOTAR. We'll get a better idea as they come across the start-finish line. It is still the NOTAR in first place, and on the outside, Bad Attitude of Tommy Hauptmann trying to close ground, but he's got the furthest distance to fly.
He's got to come around the outside, as we do in all-air racing. And Tommy Hauptmann, though, is one heck of a pilot, Marty. Flew choppers in Vietnam, runs a helicopter service in Hawaii. A couple of years ago, went into a volcano and rescued some people. Several other folks had tried to get in and save and could not. Are you a hero, Tom? Tom says, just doing my job.
Right now, he's doing his job trying to catch on the outside. Hauptmann on the left in the second position to the left, actually leading the race is the NOTAR with Scott Urschel from Scottsdale, Arizona. And here is the battle for second and third. There is Bad Attitude moving up on the inside now as they both go by. Neil Jones in the blue and white 500C. Back up front, there is your leader, Scott Urschel.
This is a race. It's actually scary as we look and see how close they appear to be together. Not really quite that close, but plenty close enough, thank you. All 4 helicopters for just a second there in our view as they go around this triangular course, a short course just around and around the 3 points.
Scott Urschel in first place. There is Mike Dillon in second place. Where's Bad Attitude? Attitude on the outside. Tommy Hauptmann not in the shot there.
Here he comes.
There he is, and it looks as though he may have moved into second place as he is, yes, he has gotten the inside line now on Mike Dillon. As we move to the final lap, it is now Tommy Hauptmann and Scott Urschel running 1 and 2. There is Hauptmann in Bad Attitude, and there is the NOTAR right behind them, as well as Mike Dillon from Scottsdale, Arizona. The NOTAR in second place right now with Urschel at the stick, followed by Dillon, and Neil Jones is fourth. And this is still anybody's race as we're in the final lap.
You don't see any closer racing than this, Marty. All the way around, one right behind or almost next to the other.
It's really going to be interesting to see how the spectators enjoyed this race, because this has certainly been very close. There is the battle for first and second. Bad Attitude, Tommy Hauptmann, and he is still trying to maneuver and outmaneuver Scott Urschel from Scottsdale, Arizona in the NOTAR. These guys have been swapping it back and forth here in the final lap. Mike Dillon in third place, and Neil Jones from Gilbert, Arizona is in fourth. There's the NOTAR, Scott Urschel at the controls. And again, Bad Attitude. Look at how close this is. They're on the backstretch on the final lap. And who's got the inside line will determine who may win this race.
Just when you think someone's going to pull away, somebody comes right up on his tail again.
Heading for the final turn for the final time, and the inside line belongs to Tommy Hauptmann. What a redemption this would be. Unable to complete his Formula One race. The only pilot doing double duty this weekend, but he may take home the first helicopter championship here at the Phoenix 500 as he negotiates the final turn, heading for the finish line. Tommy Hauptmann from Hawaii is going to cross the line first and take the checkered flag in front of the Notar of Scott Urschel. Mike Dillon is in third place, and in fourth right there, Neil Jones from Gilbert, Arizona. So a great finish to this helicopter race amongst these four pilots. So the first time that we've seen him, it turned out to be very interesting. 145 miles an hour for Tommy Hauptmann, Scott Urschel, and Mike Dillon, and then Neil Jones rounding out this four helicopter race.